What's up guys, this is Astranox. In this Path of Exile 2 video, I want to showcase my build first. This is in the hardcore. This is my third character. I've lost two already. First blind playthrough of Path of Exile 2 ever. And my build, like, you know, the gear, the passive trees, the skills, the support gems, all that will be after the showcase of the progression of my character throughout the end of Act 3 and through the Act 4. So I mean, the game is just spectacular. It's really good, having a blast, and blind playthrough in hardcore, not easy. So I've lost two characters. The River Hag got me with the blue ball because I had no idea. And then Viper, what's her name? Not at the end of Act 3, but like near the end of Act 3. Yeah, I didn't have any Chaos Res, and her guards got me. Yeah, they got me with the spear. Two at the same time, 100% HP to 0. Instantly, I got deleted. So this is the third character. Learned from my mistakes, and I've been improving the build ever since. I mean, I'm always improving the build. So this is going to be a starter build guide for the Witch that I got the ascendancy for Lich. And you can see like my stats. You know, my character looks different as I progress and I fight different, bosses. And I've used Mind Over Matter, which basically, like, on this build, I have my health, but my mana is protecting my health, and then I have my energy shield. So even if bleed or poison damage over time bypasses my energy shield, I have my mana protecting my health. So together, it's a lot of effective HP, a lot of effective health. The problem is, bleed can get you, and I started to notice that in Act 4 in one of the prison that looks like PoE1, the prison in Act 1. Yeah, the bleed gets scary, and you don't want to lose your character in hardcore because of bleed when you're running a hybrid, HP, yes, build, health with energy shield. Yes, the Mind Over Matter helps because it's not like PoE1. It protects 100% of your health. So 100% of the damage will go through your mana before your health. But the problem is, if you're bleeding, especially if you have to run because you're about to get demolished by whoever's, bleeding you, maybe a massive pack. The problem is your mana will be gone, which means that you can't do your stuff. So if you're relying on your spell to crowd control, whatever it may be, because this build, you can actually play with pretty much any spell, but I'm using Bone. So it's a starter guide, like, not literally for a Bone Witch Lich. It's basically just, a Lich, ascendancy for the Witch. You can play whatever spell you want, really, because in the passive tree, I have not gone and picked stuff that would make you use a specific element, right? I haven't even picked the nodes that increase physical damage because I'm playing hardcore and it's imperative that I stay alive. I don't want to lose my character. So damage is not the top priority for my build, especially as I'm going in there blind playthrough. I need to learn the mechanics. I need to learn the bosses. Yes, as soon as you defeated the boss once, it's so much easier when you're doing a blind playthrough. The second character and then the third character, I'm just breezing through the game. I know, like, all the mechanics, all the dances, and it's so much easier. But that first battle, if I don't have the survivability to tackle, who knows, maybe I get super unlucky, I lag out. I love this place. I love this prison with the water. It's so good in Act 4. Act 4 is so beautiful. And these are some of the bosses in the Act 4, but man, it's rough. It's rough if they put bleed on you, you don't have mana, you can't protect yourself. and you just will be potentially deleted if you get caught like that. Because like the mana flask is in the struggle, it doesn't really bring that mana up that much. So I'll be going over the build in a second here. So I've transitioned into CI. CI is so much better. Chaos Inoculation, so good because you have immunity to chaos damage, immunity to bleed. Two of the deadliest things, especially now with all the chaos damage from the Abyss. CI is incredibly good. It really is a game changer. So that's my stats right now. Level 54, Lich, 1 life because I'm CI, Chaos Inoculation, and Energy Shield at 3,601. Like, that's good. Like, it's very comfortable. Like, I can take some massive attack if I, you know, epic fail. I even have armor because of the body armor that I'm using, which I'll go over in a second. Resistances, you need to bring that to 75 throughout all the acts if you can, right? It's harder in Act 1, 2. You start to get some in 3. 4, you want to start to like get some good amount of resistances. You might even want to overcap in case you get hit with like a minus resistances. So for the wand, really like plus skills, plus all spell skills is going to be massive. So if you see like a magic craft on it, right? If you see a magic, really like crafting on that would help. This armor is incredible because you get energy shield, you get armor, you get percentage of your maximum mana to become armor on top of the armor from the chest, plus you get spirit, plus you get fire and cold resistances. It is incredible. When I saw this armor, I was like, this is completely broken. This is way better than a lot of people might think. So these boots are really, really good because I go from 1.9 second to start recharging my energy shield to 1.29 second. The default delay before you can start to regenerate your energy shield is 4 seconds. Just putting these boots on goes from 4 seconds to 2 seconds, and then there's diminishing return the more you get. It's really about like getting resistances. When you switch to CI, you don't need life on your gear anymore. So I still have life on my gear because that's the hybrid setup. A lot of the pieces that I was running in the hybrid setup. So of course, you can definitely go pure energy shield with mana because mana is nice because you get more mana regeneration, and mana also gives you some armor from that chest if you have it, right? So that's the build right now with Chaos Inoculation, but you cannot go CI right off the bat. Yes, in softcore you can, but in hardcore it's gonna be sketchy because you don't have enough investment into maximum ES nodes, right? So bleed charm, I gotta take that out because I'm immune to bleed with CI, so I forgot to do that. So I'm going to put, you know, a immunity to stun, so it can clear stun. And that's another thing with CI, you need to get nodes that actually will give you resistance to stun, freeze, and all that stuff. So Bone Blast is on my wand, so I'm trying that thing out. Spell Echo, Magnified Area, and Rapid Casting. I don't like the delay. Bone Storm, that is the crazy shard attack. It's only level 11, so the damage will basically double when I put a level 13 in there. Crit damage, and armor break. It's great because they get full armor break with that thing. 8,000 DPS, it's more like probably like 15,000 DPS when I bring it from level 11 to 13, like the raw gem. And it's definitely going to help a lot. I only did the upgrade for Bone Cage because most of the time I just clear packs. I just AoE, right? When I'm just walking and like clearing packs is very smooth. Bone Cage, insane survivability with that thing. You can just have monsters get trapped in there. It is so good for hardcore, especially when I started using the build, the skill, because I was trying different skills. I really like that skill for hardcore. because when they get pinned, they're stuck. You're dealing more damage to them, and you can really like kite around, or you can even charge in packs, and melee monsters will be stuck in place, so you're able to navigate through the monsters. When there's an abyss, I wanted to find a footage for the abyss, but I couldn't find it. When they swarm you with the abyss, you can literally, when you're comfortable with the build, especially when you go CI, you can charge in there and just like zigzag between the monsters and just destroy everything. So it's very important to have a curse. Vulnerability with blasphemy is amazing, right? Convalescence can save your ass big time, and that thing has a 30-second cooldown. You can bring it down to 24-second or even less. Convalescence is so good because it allows you to regenerate your energy shield at any point, like during a battle. Arctic armor, since I have all that Fury Spirit, I was like, let me get that in there. Maybe I can, you know, get some Fury kills here and there. But if I can like freeze them, that'd be good. So yeah, Bone Cage for AoE, Bone Storm for single target damage. It works beautifully. Very happy with it, considering the fact that all my points are for survivability. So if you're in soft core, you can definitely go for nodes that will increase your damage, get more spell damage. If you're gonna go bone, you can get more physical damage, like get those, you know, physical damage nodes. It will just increase your damage, and get, you know, instead of cast speed, you could go for mana regeneration instead of that. And that's basically the build when you start off. You can just go that route, and it plays really well, right? You can get that mana regeneration down there as well. But yeah, I have respect to CI. That mana blessing is pretty nice. But you can't just go that way. So the physical damage, you could go that route. When you're leveling initially, it's okay. It's not that dangerous. It's not that bad, so you could go and get that. If you're in softcore, go for it, right? When you reach like mid to late game in softcore, you can go like crit damage. You could go with like power charge. You could go crazy with the damage, spell damage here and there. You don't have to go for that much survivability. Like I said, first blind playthrough for hardcore, I'm trying to get as much survivability as possible. Now with the boots, the faster start of energy shield regeneration, the nodes are not that powerful because just the boots alone bring you from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. So that is a major difference, right? Bringing that down to 1 second is extremely hard. If you get some of these faster nodes, you can actually go from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds around there, and you're gonna feel like it's extremely good, very comfortable. Energy shield, maximum energy shield boosting here and there as much as I can get. Faster start of energy shield recharge, so that's nice. That's the build right now, right? But initially what I did is I went this way because I went for mind over matter, which is I'm running a hybrid health, nice. Running a hybrid health with energy shield. Plus, with mind over matter, it's protecting my health in case I get bleed on me, in case I get poison damage over time, and like, you know, you're going through the story, you don't have chaos resist, and it helps a lot. If your mana gets depleted, it's giving you a bit more time to do something about it, right? Pop mana potions, pop health potions, you're kiting at that point, you're running away, so you're not casting that much, not using much mana, you're switching back to like survival mode. You're saving that mana for surviving, right? So it might give you time to escape, you know, maybe leave the game, wait for the instance to reset like 15 minutes, right? So there's different ways to play. Actually, the first 2 characters, I never actually left the game. Like, I actually fought everything, and I didn't leave the game for the battles. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, I went for ES up there, maximum ES, faster start of energy shield recharge, right? So I didn't like the mind over matter that much because it cuts your mana regeneration by half. So that's actually, these nodes here are very nice actually. You want to go for that as soon as you get mind over matter because you went through there already, so you can easily go and grab them, and that will give you a lot of survivability, a lot of maximum ES increase, and you're gonna get some I mean, you don't really care too much about the nodes that gives you ailment and stun protection, because you already have a decent amount of health when you're playing hybrid, right? Until you switch to chaos inoculation, right? So if you have a nice helmet, that node is going to be very powerful. My helmet is pretty much whatever. But yeah, when you switch to chaos inoculation, you don't want to get anything that bypasses your energy shield, or it will literally kill your character. So you have to be very careful when you respec from the left side to the right side. You respec out of Mind Over Matter into Chaos Inoculation. Yeah, so more nodes all over the place for increasing your maximum energy shield. So I'm focusing on that survivability wise, so I'm showing you where you can grow the character, where you can put your points to increase your survivability in hardcore. That is basically my plan. I'm thinking about working on improving my curses and getting double curse going. So I want to run like vulnerability, and I want to run enfeeble. Enfeeble will definitely increase my survivability by a lot. That's where the ascension, the lich, comes in. You can get a major node that allows you to have dual curse, so you can basically have triple curse, right? But double curse will be good enough. Now this is pretty flexible where you can go. Don't go on the far right side if you're chaos inoculation, because the second one will literally kill you, because it has damage taken bypasses energy shield. If you have CI, if you are in hardcore with that, don't take it. I believe that you can only take that if you go all the way and you get the fourth one that gives you eternal life, which means like your life cannot go down if you still have energy shield. Now if you have eternal life, now the nodes that says bypass energy shield, damage taken, bypass energy shield, you can now use these nodes as survivability, because your life cannot go down if you still have ES. So with heavy buffer plus that one from the soulless form, you're able to reduce your damage taken by 15%. But you can't do it unless you have the the endless life, it's eternal life. You can't do it before, right? So that's why I went for the middle one, boosting my maximum ES, and also having a jewel slot. It can be pretty nice because that jewel slot gets doubled. So put your best one in there, boost your maximum ES, or if you're softcore, like you can boost your spell damage. You can boost a lot of stuff. Jewels can be completely busted, right? So yeah, there's different ways to build it, right? You want Unholy Might on the left side. It will degen your mana, so that's a prime. Or you can go this way for the double curse, and the curse lasts forever. So if you just walk into the monsters to curse them, you can just back off and the curse will stay on them if you're running like an aura that auto curse. So that's actually very nice. And I'm thinking, yeah, vulnerable plus enfeeble. So if you're not gonna go physical, then you can definitely run auto aura that will, you know, boost your damage, reduce the resist, or whatever they have in the game. I don't know everything about Path of Exile 2 yet, but I'm learning a lot and having a ton of fun. So the build, I feel very comfortable now, right? And the reason why I went left side and Mind Over Matter, and then I switched to CI, is really to be more comfortable, as much survivability as possible for where I'm at in the story. CI early on doesn't work in hardcore because, I mean, you're losing all your life. What if, like, because you can build health, mana, and energy shield and go Mind Over Matter, and you're gonna have a lot of survivability, a lot of effective health with that. And if you go Mind Over Matter, you can shop, or you can, if whatever gear you find solo self found that have mana on, that is survivability basically. But really the cutting of mana regeneration in half, I have trouble with that because I didn't have a mana drain on my wand, but if you have, let's say, mana drain on your wand, I think it's very important to have that. You're gonna craft a mana drain wand with whatever you want on it, because you can spam mana drain to keep your mana up, and that makes it so it's survivability. But also, if you're running out of mana because you chain casting, and you have a lot of cast speed, your mana is getting drained, and basically, well, you're gonna be chugging mana potions, which is what I was doing, and chugging mana potions is really annoying. It doesn't feel smooth to play that, but I did it because I'm in hardcore and I wanted as much of a build as possible to learn the boss mechanics, because I'm in there blind, first time playing Path of Exile, right? Rip 2 character already because I don't know about the game, bosses, monsters, river hag just one-tapping me with the blue orb when I was stuck in the whirlpool with a bunch of monster, and the effect wasn't that obvious. You can check my other videos. I've shown it already. Yeah, this way it's working well for me with the CI and getting like those maximum ES nodes, but I definitely want to work on getting more maximum ES, and I feel comfortable. I don't feel like I'm getting stunned or I'm getting like ailments applied on me, because I seem to have enough. I seem to have enough resistances with 75. Of course, I'm even overcapped. And I seem to have enough energy shield that with these nodes, it's enough to not get ailments spammed on me and getting stunned. So it seems like it works. There's nodes with drawbacks like slower start of energy, shield recharge, but you get 60% maximum ES increase on the top node. It's crazy. Now, you probably won't have evasion, but getting those maximum ES nodes there is nice because it's right there on the way. So you don't have to like go off, like really far in your tree. It's just one point and then you start building into it. But then you can head into like, well, the PoE1 Templar side on the left side. Down there is ES with armor nodes, right? So that's very nice if you're going to run like that armor that I'm running. If you're going to be running a hybrid ES with armor on your pieces, right? And you're not going pure ES. But the problem is when you stack armor, it's not that great versus big hits. It does nothing versus very big hits. It's good for little hits to medium hits if you have a lot of armor. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like and subscribe. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.